And we're back. Welcome back out to the Louisville 2026 show out here in Louisville, Kentucky, the Kentucky Expo Center, where we have been at the last 3 years as MH Sales Mastery. And we're glad to be back. And as you know, we do these live segments, and we'll get to this guy here in just a minute, right? We do these live segments to bring you what's going on in the show. And I've been to tell you, okay, there's a different buzz about this show, a different little bit of energy. I think everybody's kind of getting excited about what 2026 has in store. A lot more folks here, a lot more houses. I mean, this thing is chock full of houses out here. And so if you're out here, come on by booths 553 and 551. But right now, I want to introduce you to somebody new to the industry. And I'm not talking on the sales side. I'm not talking about anybody that's working, that's a client of ours. I'm talking about a new service provider, a new product, something that's going to rock the sales world in manufactured home sales. And this right here is Luke. Luke, welcome to the show, man. Luke is with Rilla. Rilla, yes, that's Rilla. Rilla, just like that, right? Like gorilla, but without the G.
Exactly.
I'll let you guys in on the little joke that my son has about a little something. Anyway, we won't go there now. But hey, so Rilla, let me tell you guys about this thing. It is going to turn this whole sales thing around, and I'm gonna let Luke talk about the company. I'm just gonna share my personal story with this. Okay, you guys know that I did manufactured home sales for 14 years, a little over 14 years on the retail side in Texas. And the last 7 years, man, the last 7 years I spent as a general manager. And one of the things that I always wanted, Luke, was I wanted the ability to see what was going on in the office between customer and sales consultant.
Absolutely.
I wanted to get in there. I wanted to listen because I knew that if I could listen to what was going on in there, I could tweak, I could change, I could help, I could find out where we were missing, right? And increase sales, obviously, right? And I'm sure you guys that are watching this right now would think the same thing. How can without being in there? Because if I go in the room, it just messes everything up, right? If I'm sitting there shadowing like we did in the old days, you sit there and you're watching, well, sales consultant's nervous, buyer's nervous, nobody can really get anything done. So I don't really benefit, buyer doesn't benefit, and sales consultant doesn't benefit, right? So, guys, I'm here to tell you, look, I even thought to the point, man, I want to put a camera up in the office, in everybody's office. You know, I even thought, okay, I'll put it behind the customer, right? So it's only really pointing at the sales consultant so I can hear it. Because all I wanted to do was coach, right? The reason for it was because I would think back to my days playing football. I played till I was 29. I played semi-pro football, right? Game film was huge. And I relate the two, right? Coaching salespeople to how I would get coached playing. And man, Rilla is it. I am just telling you, it is it for just that. And so with that all being said, Rilla.
Yeah.
Tell us about Rilla, man. What is it? Where did it start? What's the story there?
Absolutely. So you bring up sports, and one thing we always talk about at Rilla is that sales is a highly competitive sport.
Yep.
And you also brought up game film, and that's kind of exactly what we are here to help with. You know, if you're an owner, maybe a sales manager, and you have 3, 5, 50, 100 people that you're trying to coach, you just don't know what's happening in the sales conversations that they're having at a face-to-face level. And so what Rilla is, it's simply a mobile app. All you do, your sales reps go in, they meet with the customers, and they record the conversations on our mobile app. And then our AI on the back end, it automatically transcribes, analyzes, and gives feedback. And the whole idea is to help improve sales performance by giving visibility into those conversations. Because before Rilla, if you wanted that visibility, like you said, you would have to physically be there shadowing, and that's uncomfortable. And everybody acts differently under that circumstance. You know, most of the time you're a sales rep, you know what your manager wants you to say. Maybe you don't necessarily want to say it, so you're not gonna do it, but your sales manager wants you to say it because it works. And so what Rilla does is it's a virtual mystery shopper. Basically, it's a virtual shadowing tool that makes sure that you are hitting your trackers and following your process correctly. And in terms of where we started, we really launched in January of 2022. And since then, we actually started the space at that point. This was not something that had existed for in-person conversations. There's obviously things out there for your phone calls, recording it, transcribing it, but this is the first for in-person conversations. And since then, we have just dominated the space. We are the industry leader. We really got our feet wet in home services and home improvements. And from there, we have just blown up.
Yeah.
So very excited to be moving into the manufactured home space. And I really appreciate you having me out here with you and your family today.
It's fantastic to have you here. Guys, look, you guys know when I launched MH Sales Mastery, I told everybody, right? Look, I left retail. I left a great paying job in retail to start this company because I wanted to change the way sales operated in the MH space. Okay. I felt we've always been 20 years behind the game, behind anything else. It was very, very just, you've seen it, grassroots, right? And you show up somewhere at a retail center and Joe's got a t-shirt and shorts on and trying to sell a house, right? So my thing was, I want to innovate. I want to change the way things are. And a few months ago, I ran across these guys, popped up on my feed, but and I'm like, what is this, right? Because I'm going to tell you from my point of view, okay, Luke. I'm all about technology. I love it. I think technology is fantastic. I love what we can do with AI, with artificial intelligence. However, what I don't like about it, two things. One, I feel it's making people lazy on the learning side, right? Like now you just whatever you want to learn, you type it in and it's telling you, right? There's no more research and learn and actually figure it out. The other thing I don't like is the that most people are trying, not most, a lot of people are trying to use AI to eliminate people. This app actually is to enhance people. It's not about you getting rid of your sales consultants. It's about making your sales consultants better, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It is a tool designed to help your sales managers coach and train more effectively and really more efficiently. It's a time-saving tool because if you wanted to get this visibility into those conversations before Rilla, you would have to take time out of your day. You would have to drive out to the appointment, out to the community, wherever you're meeting with a potential customer, and sit in through that entire conversation and then drive home. With Rilla, you can get all of the insights that you would get into that conversation in just 3 minutes. It's a 60x time saver.
Yeah.
And it's, again, yeah, we're not looking to replace anybody, anything. It is simply a tool to help you help your sales reps close more, close higher ticket prices, and just all around be better salespeople.
Yes, and when Luke talks about it saving you time and all of these things, look, I'm here to tell you right now, I use it. I use it daily as a customer of theirs. And now we have partnered up. We're bringing it to the industry because I mean, from the moment I saw this and they demoed it for me, I fell in love with it, man. I was like, where do I sign? Let's go right now, right? Because it is that, I'm telling it is that powerful. I use it. It has, in a matter of 2 weeks of using it, I just started on it, but in a matter of 2 weeks of using it, it has exponentially created development in the sales team. Okay. In the sales team, because I get to, like you said, I only have to spend, sometimes I go a little deeper, man. Sometimes it's so awesome. It's so powerful. And I'm like checking every step of the sales process because you guys know there's a process to how we sell things, right? And so I want to know, did they actually find out where they shopped before? Did they actually ask the buyer why they were looking for a home? And you can go into the AI portion of it in this thing. Not only does it record, transcribe, and voice record the whole thing where you can listen to it, read it, the whole thing. But it actually, it's got an AI portion to the Rick AI,
Exactly.
right?
Our good
Which
friend
is
Rick.
awesome. And you can ask it, hey, did Luke ask this buyer why they needed to buy a home? And it will come out, it'll go through the whole thing and tell you, Luke actually did not. He did this, and it will tell you where in the conversation that happened, what he could have done better. Why, how does Rick know what Luke could have done better? Because I'm putting my sales process and the reasoning behind it into the platform.
Yep.
So it's comparing it to my sales process, to whatever you want your buyer, your sales consultants to do. It's going to compare it to that, right?
Yeah, exactly. It is fully customizable to your
love
own
that.
sales process, and it's a machine learner too. So at the start, you put your sales process in, the trackers and the metrics that you want your team to follow. And the more you use it, the more Rilla and our good friend Rick AI learns about what you consider success. And it takes those best practices, because every sales team has those highest performers who are just crushing it. And then you have those lower or middle performers who are kind of wondering, what are they doing? What can I do better? I wish that I could see what he was doing to do better. So what our AI does is it takes those best practices from your top performers and it helps you scale it across the entire team. And again, back to the sports analogy, we like to say we help you create a championship winning system that everybody on the team can follow, not just your top players.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because guys, everybody on the team can see the notes. Okay, that's what I love about it, right? Look, here's the thing: you as a general manager or sales manager, or if you're a sales consultant watching this right now, you shouldn't be you not wanting somebody else to see your leads is one thing, but not wanting other people to see what happened in the sales process, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Because I want to know, just like you said, hey man, if John over there is killing it, I want to know, what is he saying? Exactly. What is he doing? And this is the thing that you can do to be able to do that. Everybody can see the notes. I can either do if I know that Maria over here could have benefited from this conversation, I can tag her in it, and it notifies her that, hey, I left a comment over here that I want you to take a listen to. And that's the other part about it. Your notes, you can either type them in, you can voice record them in there, or you can video record. So the benefit, I'm over here pitching more than he is, right? Here's the thing. I use the voice recording part of it to simulate the conversation, right? Like role play almost. Yep. In my notes. I'll say, hey, when the customer said this, this is what I would have said. This is how. And they get to hear the intonation. They get to hear my cadence in the speech, right? Because sometimes you need to say certain things at a certain pace, or sometimes they need to stop.
Yep.
And then keep going, right? So I get to get that whole point across in that note. Or I can just leave a video note. Yeah. Right. So it's I'm taking out your thunder, but I love this. I almost cussed. I love this freaking thing. Right. It is awesome, man. Yeah. Go ahead. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the voice notes is actually off the back end of one of our features that we were really excited about. It's been out for a little while. We call it Rilla Hands Free, because we know that as a manager, you're so busy. You're always out on the road. You're going from this place to the next place. Maybe you don't have the time to sit down on a computer and type out these notes. So you can actually coach your team from the gym, from your car, from your couch, from the beach. And if you're in the car, you don't want to be texting and driving. You can listen back to the transcript and the notes that our good friend Rick AI gives you. And you can just say, hey, Rick, leave a voice comment. And then you can speak the comment you want into it and then send, and it will automatically notify your rep about what you said. And when you do leave a comment, it takes you exactly in the transcript to where you think that feedback would be most appropriately used, so that the next time your rep is in a similar conversation, a similar situation, they can just think back to that and say, okay, here's what I can be doing better to help close this deal.
For sure. One of the other things, now that you mentioned that, right? Earlier in the conversation, you mentioned that what did you say about how it learns?
Yeah, it's a machine learner. So the more you use it, the more it's learning, and it's just picking up on what you consider success to continue to train your team on success.
Yeah, I've noticed that over the 2 weeks that I've used it now, because it will also suggest certain comments for certain things in the conversation. And the suggestions that it's leaving now, that it's giving me, are almost what I would say.
Yeah.
It's weird how this thing learns so fast. This one is not scary. Okay. Sometimes you'll say AI is scary. This one is awesome. It is really awesome. And the other great thing about it is the live.
Yes, Rilla Live, another one of our relatively new features. And if we take it back to the sports analogy, you're a great coach. You have to be on the sideline during that game, coaching your players through it, telling them what they should be doing. You just simply can't do that in this industry that we are in today. What Rilla Live gives you is it gives you that access to be right there on the sidelines with your reps, with your players. So if your rep is recording the conversation while they are actually having a sales conversation in person with the customer, you can just go into the Rilla app or the website and click on their conversation, and you can just give him little notes. Say, let's say the customer brought something up maybe a minute ago, 2 minutes ago, that you would have wanted your rep to dig deeper into. Maybe it's a possible pain point that you can use to help close the sale down the line. You can just drop a little note, and your rep will see that in live time, and then they can go ahead and immediately revisit that while they still have the customer face to face with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. When I first saw that popping up, that live thing, and I clicked on it, I was like, holy smokes, it's like he's with the customer right now. Right. And I could listen in, and just like Luke said, now, how many times have you like wanted to be able to say, hey, say this, right?
Mhm.
Or now I can, if I hear something, I can leave them a message, and then they can circle back around and bring this back up.
Yeah, exactly.
And handle that one scenario. Maybe they skipped over they skipped over a certain thing that they should have, right? They can do that real time. I mean, this, like I told you guys, this thing is a game changer. And I want to show you guys how it works. I know that once you see this thing, you're going to be floored. If you're about, here's the thing though. Okay. You're only going to see the value in this if you have the culture of growth. Yeah. If within your, we go back to sports. Do you want to win? If you don't want to win, don't even contact me about this. All right. Because we're just looking for people who want to win. If that's not you, then go about, shut it off right now. You might as well stop watching. Okay. But if you're about winning, if you're about executing a high level, you're about making some money and helping families, then you need this. You're going to benefit from this. And we're going to show you how it works. I think what we're probably going to do, Luke, is we're going to do a webinar on this thing on our end, where I'm going to go on and I'm going to show you how it works, what we're doing with it, how we're working it for either phone or laptop. Man, it is amazing. It adds sales. The other great thing about it I noticed is this. Two things. It's made my sales consultants, right, more confident.
Yep.
Right. At first, it was a little like, oh, it was good in a way, like it was good and bad from the beginning. The bad, why the bad? Because the salespeople were a little hesitant, like, they're recording us, right? But the good part about it is this. You guys know that sometimes your sales consultants, they're not doing the things just because they're being lazy. Now, the fact that they know they're being recorded, they're more on their P's and Q's. They're more on their game, right? Which leads to more sales.
Absolutely.
Right. But as they get the coaching, now they realize, oh, damn, this is actually good. Right. Mm-hmm. And so then what they end up doing is they end up actually learning from it, getting better. They get more confident, and then their buyers are more confident in them, and the deals go faster.
Yes. Deal velocity.
That's right. That's right. The sales cycle goes down because your buyer is more bought in, because your sales consultant's more bought in. Mm-hmm. So I'm just telling you guys right now, this thing is amazing. And if you're a winner, you want to win, you know you can do better. Okay. Even if you think some of you guys, all right, I call you out, right? Some of you guys come and tell me, well, why do we need training? We already deliver 25 homes a month. Well, guess what? If your sales consultants were all operating like you're a high performer, you'd probably be doing 40. What's wrong with that? So let's talk. Let's get this going because now we got a little partnership between Rilla and MH Sales Mastery, and you're going to be able to get it at a discount. You're welcome. Right?
And a big discount too.
A big discount,
You should
okay?
be thanking him.
So let's talk because we really want to innovate the industry. And this thing right here, hands down, I think is the hottest for sales related. I think it's the hottest thing that is coming into our industry that is going to really help. Look, yes, there's great companies out there. Man, Duncan does a fantastic job with the mobile home guys and AI for lead gen, right? But this is for your salespeople to get better, close more deals, and improve the team and build a winning culture.
Yeah.
And that's huge for me, man. Because I go into some places, they really do not have a winning culture. And I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Sure.
So if that's you, don't call me. Okay. If you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to get better, call us. We're here for you, man. We'll take you to a whole nother level. And now with Rilla, it's game over. Game over, baby. You better just lock it down. Just hand us over the trophy right now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Game over for your competition.
Anyway, Luke, man, I appreciate you being here with us. If y'all are here, you're going to be here either today or tomorrow. Come on by the booth. Luke's hanging out with us. He'll answer your questions. I'd be more than happy to show you what we're doing with it on our end. And let's get this rolling because 2026 is the year of substantial growth, and it's going to be even better if your team is all operating on all cylinders. So, man, appreciate it. You guys reach out to us. We'll be here. Rilla, MH Sales Mastery, the 800-pound gorilla in MH sales, baby. That's right. I came up with that on my own. You're welcome. Talk to y'all later.
Awesome.